Hey brothers, this is John Robinson. This is engagement team training video number 5. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do 2 things. The first is, how do I take notes? We're going to learn how within HubSpot, how do I take notes on a specific contact as I'm talking to a brother that I'm reaching out to? And secondly, how do I set a reminder for myself within HubSpot to reach out again at some later date? Whether that situation is, hey, look, I can't talk right now, John, thanks for calling me. Can you call me in 2 weeks? I can set that reminder right in HubSpot. Or, hey, look, I'd really like you to pray for me. I've got a surgery coming up in 2 weeks. You may just take it upon yourself to, now that you have that information, Jim's going to have surgery in 2 weeks. Well, I want to reach back out to him in 3 weeks or 4 weeks to let him know that we're praying for him and to, just make sure that he knows that even from a distance, he's being cared for by your prayers, by your thoughts, and the community of believers, and the relationship between the Holy Spirit. The same Holy Spirit that resides in you resides in him. And so first, let's go over the notes. So you're back in your main screen here. If you're talking to Jim and Jim's got questions or Jim's that you need to circle back to, or you just want to take a few notes, right here under Jim's name is a note button. And you see if I hover over that, it says create a note. So you're going to go in there and you can say, Jim is having surgery on June 15. And Jim is interested in a P3 near Charlotte. So I've taken these 2 notes. From here, I can do one of 2 things. I can either just save the note and it's going to be attached to Jim's record, or I can create a to-do within the note as a follow-up. So let's do that. So I've added these 2 things, and I want to follow up with Jim on June 22nd, 1 week after he had surgery. So I'm going to click that button, and I'm going to click. Once I click that, it says create a to-do, and I'm going to tell it to follow up with me on a custom date. You can put any, there's default dates in here: tomorrow, 1 business day, 2 business days, whatever. It's really going to be whatever your specific situation or conversation led to. But I'm going to click custom date. And like I said, I want to follow up with Jim on June 22nd because that's 1 week after he said he was having surgery. And I'm going to click save note. And now that note is saved within Jim's record that you can go look at it at any point in time. Now, if let's say secondarily, I want to create a task outside of the note. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and create a task. I'm going to move this screen up slightly. And you got the same thing. Let's say I didn't want to put that in the notes, or I didn't have any notes, but I wanted to remind myself to follow up with Jim on June 22nd, 1 week after surgery. And I can tell it when, and it's going to give me the same thing. I'm going to do a custom date, June 22nd. Here it will say, do you want a reminder? And I'm going to put that I want a reminder 1 hour before. And it's going to send you an email. The email associated with your HubSpot record, you will get an email pushed to you from HubSpot saying, hey, reminder, and follow up with Jim. And I want that because I'm an early morning person. I want that at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock in the morning on June 22nd, I'm going to get a notification to my email from HubSpot that says to follow up with Jim. You can leave these. You can associate a low, medium, or high priority to them. That's really up to you. Given that you guys have your own contacts, it's really up to you as to whether you want to do that. They're all probably going to be fairly high priority if you have the instance where you're setting a reminder or a note. And I'm going to click create. So now 1 week after Jim's surgery, I'm going to get a